Let me guess. You bought a beautiful plant. You took care of it. Watered it. Placed it nicely on a shelf. And somehow, it still started dying. Leaves turning yellow. Growth slowing down. Maybe even completely gone. Here is the absolute truth, it is not bad luck. You do not have a black thumb. It's small mistakes, almost everyone makes them. And today, we are fixing all 10 of them permanently. If you are a beginner, you don't need more effort. You need clarity. Because plant care is not complicated, it's just misunderstood. Some of these mistakes are incredibly subtle. But once you see them, you can't unsee them. Let's dive in. Part 1, Overwatering. Let's start with the biggest one. Most people think, if I water more, my plant will grow faster. But roots don't just need water. They desperately need air. Let me explain what happens underground. When soil stays wet too long, roots suffocate. They literally drown. They start rotting, and the leaves instantly turn yellow to warn you. Be honest right now. Do you water your plants on a fixed weekly schedule? Because that is exactly where the problem begins. I used to water every 3 days. No matter what. At first, everything looked fine. Then slowly, one leaf turned yellow. Then another. That's how overwatering works. It is silent, slow, and dangerous. The fix? Stop scheduling. Check the soil with your finger before watering. Let it dry slightly. And always use pots with drainage holes. Lift the pot to feel its weight. Part 2, Ignoring light. Now imagine this, you are watering correctly. But the plant still struggles. The problem? Light. Plants need light to survive. Not just exist, survive. Where is your plant right now? Close to a window, or deep inside your room? Here is a massive insight, human eyes deceive us. A bright room, for you, is often completely dark for a plant. I once placed a plant on a nice shelf. Looked amazing. But it was far from the window. Within weeks, leaves started fading. Moved it closer, and the problem was solved. The fix: place plants near windows. Use bright indirect light. Rotate them regularly. Part 3, Underwatering. Now the exact opposite. Not watering enough. When a plant is truly thirsty, leaves dry, turn yellow, and become crispy. Touch your plant leaves right now. Are they soft and mushy, or dry and paper-like? That tells you everything. Sometimes, soil gets so dry it becomes hydrophobic. Water just runs down the sides without touching the roots at all. The fix: water deeply. Don't just sprinkle a little cup on top. Soak the soil completely until it drains out the bottom. Part 4, Wrong soil. Let's talk about something completely hidden. Soil. Most beginners use regular, dense potting soil straight from the bag. The problem? It holds way too much water. There is zero airflow. The roots suffocate under the heavy mud. Have you ever changed your soil? Or are you still using the original one from the nursery? That old soil is a trap. I had a plant that never improved. Changed the soil mix, adding perlite and bark. Everything changed. New growth appeared instantly. Part 5, Wrong pot choice. This one is highly underrated. The pot controls water movement, root space, and airflow. Look at your pot right now. Does it have a drainage hole? If it doesn't, it is essentially a coffin for your plant. I once used a beautiful decorative pot with no drainage. Plant looked great. Until it suddenly died from invisible rot at the bottom. The fix: always use inner plastic pots with holes. Avoid planting directly into decorative-only pots. Part 6, ignoring early signs. Plants do not die suddenly. They give warnings. Slight yellowing. Slower growth. Drooping leaves. Have you ever ignored a small change, and regretted it later? I noticed one yellow leaf, ignored it, and a week later half the plant was affected. The fix: act early. Observe your plants regularly. Don't wait for a small issue to become a fatal crisis. Part 7, Over-fertilizing. This one surprises people. Too much fertilizer. Beginners think more food equals faster growth. It doesn't. More causes root burn, massive salt buildup, and severe leaf damage. Fertilizer is a vitamin, not medicine. Never feed a sick plant. The fix: use half the strength recommended on the bottle. Follow a schedule, and flush the soil with fresh water every few months. Part 8, Expecting fast results. This is purely psychological. Plants take time. They operate on seasonal time, not human time. Have you ever checked your plant daily, waiting for change? I used to do that. Nothing happened. But weeks later, growth was visible. Part 9, Treating all plants the same. Big mistake. You cannot treat a desert cactus like a tropical fern. Each plant has different water needs, light needs, and soil preferences. Learn exactly what your specific plant type requires in nature. Part 10, Trying too hard. This might sound strange. But doing too much is real. Overwatering, constantly moving the plant, changing its environment. It never stabilizes. It lives in constant shock. Keep things simple. Stay consistent. Avoid constant changes. Sometimes the best care is neglect. Summary. Plants don't need perfection. They need balance. If something goes wrong, check the basics: water, light, soil, pot, patience. Now I want you to do this. Comment below which mistake you've made before. Be honest. Everyone makes them. If you want to stop guessing and actually understand your plants, subscribe to the Urban Leaf. Plant care isn't about doing more. It's about doing the right things, at the right time.